You're very rude. You're extraordinarily rude. Were you aware of this? Okay. Right. Let's get back to stuff. So, last time we did Pokemon. So what I said I was going to do is between last time and now. So I did the randomizer race. That was fun as hell. If you haven't gotten a chance to see it, or if you didn't get to see the entire race, it is now up on YouTube. Please go look. It was really good. I will be doing another one of those in the future at some point. Basically, whenever I get invited to, I will be doing another surprise trade race, because that was fun as hell. 8 hours. Excuse me, I renewed, thank you. Game, you're a jerk. Like, I'm set on automatic renewal. I'm gonna have to go fix that a little bit later. Not important right now. I mean, Avanius, think of it like a speedrun. It is basically a Pokemon Sword speedrun, but with a random starter, so it's a little bit slower than usual. So what I did while I was offline is I went through and started severely filling in the Pokedex. So as you can see, we're really kind of have a lot of the Pokedex filled in at this point, or is a lot of the boxes. So we do have boxes that are 100% filled in. I tried to only do evolutions that we have actually seen, or have owned, specifically. So you will see that there's a couple of these things, like, I don't actually, the Colossal's actually in my party, but I don't actually have a Gigalith. We don't have a Gengar, because that's a trade evolution only. There is, stuff that we haven't actually seen yet. So I tried to fill in kind of whatever I could. See you later, Avanius. So kind of did a lot of work here. There is a number of stuff that we just haven't seen. Now, I'm starting to think that about this point is the point where I might stop. Oh, I did a bunch of wonder trading in order to try to get rid of all of these extra pokes that I have. As you can see, I have a bunch of extra pokes that I just happen to have. I also accidentally hatched a couple extra eggs, stuff like that I didn't realize that I needed. So in here, apart from these two, these are the Pokemon that I got through wonder trades. Or through this Gigalith, for example, I got through a raid, because I was using raid candies to evolve stuff. So I actually do have a couple more Pokemon that I didn't get on screen, but I didn't really have control over these because they were literally through surprise trades. So yeah, that's a thing that I have no control over. So, unfortunately, you guys didn't get to see the initial me getting these in the Pokedex. I'm sorry. Like, I have basically zero control over that. It wasn't intentional. Okay. So, the other thing that we're going to be looking at is I'm going to stop intentionally not looking at gameplay information. So what I mean by that is that I've been avoiding looking up how to evolve stuff, or looking up how to capture stuff. I'm not going to do that anymore. Partially because I've heard a lot of it. I'm aware of, like, a bunch of this stuff, you know, how to encounter stuff, where to encounter stuff. I'm kind of aware of a lot of this. I've been hearing it from a lot of people in, like, the Discords and stuff like that. So, for example, I know that Mr. Mime evolves at like 44 or something like that. And I know that Farfetch'd needs to get, I think it's 3 critical hits in 1 battle to evolve. Someone told me that Applin, I just have to use the item on Applin, the little apple item. So we're going to be filling stuff in. The big things that are going to cause me trouble right now are going to be exclusives. So that's going to be an issue. I have to hunt down one of my friends' cohorts. See who actually owns exclusives. So we're going to be kind of taking a look at that. I still have no idea what goes there. I'm also probably going to have to look into doing some level of battle tower. So I wasn't 100% sure what I was going to do because of battle tower. The reason why I say that is I've never been much of a competitive player. So I didn't really want to sit here and do the effort that it would take to deal with Battle Tower. But the reason that I would potentially care about Battle Tower, I already have Maractus. The reason I would potentially care about Battle Tower is to, get some of the evolution items that are only available, like, there. I'm just running around to check rare spawns real quick. See if there's anything interesting in any of the rare spawn slots at the moment. I'm gonna have to go figure out why my Nintendo Online subscription did not renew, because it should have. And I would like to be doing a couple more raids. Didn't something spawn over? Oh, Soul Rock spawned over here. Okay. Let's see, I already have that. What is this? Oh, okay. That's that. Not something I care about. I was told that there is a spot that Gengar like to spawn at. So I've been considering going and trying to hunt that down. And then also I have to, like, I haven't decided if I'm going to do it yet, but there's also the possibility of getting, what just spawned? Oh. There's also the possibility of doing the entire Curry Dex. I don't think I'm going to do that, to be honest with you, but someone told me they were having a very hard time finding Lapras, and I just keep on finding them here. I might casually go and see about, like, starting to build up a shiny dex or something like that, but I don't know how much I care. Okay, what's the rare spawn over here? I see Rotom running around. Oh, Shiinotic. So yeah, we are gradually coming to the close of the Pokemon Swords playthrough. Oh hey, Vaporeon. What are you doing to my hat? And I do mean gradually. Like, it's not going to be this stream. It's probably not going to be the next stream either. Because I do need to grab a bunch of these things. We also have to finish post-game. I still haven't caught the box legendary. Like, there is some definitive stuff I just simply haven't done. But with that being said, as I kind of, you know, start wrapping up the game, we're going to start looking at some of that stuff. I don't need any of that. The lack of raids. I mean, I understand that I'm offline right now, but the lack of raids. It's been kind of weird. We're also eventually going to be doing speedruns of this. I haven't decided if I'm going to start now or if I'm going to wait until the routing gets a little bit calmer. Because routing on the speedruns has been all over the place. There are 2 main routes right now. One for each game. There's a lot of sub-routes and side routes. I was going to try to do routing myself. And until I realized I don't know enough about the game to be able to actually make good decisions. Then I went, you know what? I'll let people who actually know what they're doing do this nonsense. What was that? Oh. So I guess I'm just going to go kind of swing around real quick, and we're going to see if we can find a Gengar. I'd like to avoid doing trade evolution as much as possible, just because it's going to waste time. I say, with the full intention of going over here and doing these Digger Brothers to see if I can get the other fossils that I need. Got a normal gem. Fossilized Dino. Wishing Piece. Nothing. It's not bad. Rare Bone. Lagging Tail. Fossilized Dino. Sunstone. So, like, you can get all of the fossils in one game. It's just apparently, like, it's rarer, I guess. Some of them are rarer than others. And I've been told that, like, skill is the best choice, even if he sometimes just goes one and done. Bottle cap's nice. I was cracking up. I was on a streamer's Discord somewhat recently. And, we talked about... I forget what we talked about. Like, I forget how the conversation started. Because generally this Discord has been pretty positive towards Pokemon Sword and Shield. But some guy comes up and he's like, yeah, you know, Pokemon's in a downward spiral. And this game proves it. So again, this is one guy. Out of nowhere, like there was 8 of us who just out of nowhere are like, really? Like this we've had more fun with this Pokemon game than we've had with a lot of the recent ones. What are you talking about? Yeah, according to him, the graphics have gotten worse, the gameplay is terrible, the lack of the Pokedex makes it the worst game ever, just, you know. A whole thing. But I thought it rather telling that that no one agreed with this guy. Like, and this is a big streamer. Like, this is a pretty large streamer, and he's a big Pokemon streamer too. So his audience is big Pokemon players. And so I thought it was rather telling that there was one person who was willing to be angry at the game and say it was not good. And a lot of us were willing to go to bat for it. I mean, it's just a follow-up to, you know, everybody was saying, like, man, we're gonna boycott Pokemon because they didn't put the national dex in, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Well, this game thus far is outselling all of the rest of them. Like, it's outselling every other one, is my understanding. At least from the reports I looked up. So it's selling really well. People seem to be pretty happy with it. The reviews have been pretty good. The whole, like, people angry at Pokemon, all of them seem to have vanished into the woodwork. It just cracks me up when that happens, you know? What I found interesting is a lot of us who were talking about it, we were like, man, you know... I don't know, everybody was just being angry about the lack of national decks. That's all it was. But, like, there were several of us who were sitting here like, man, I'm glad there's not 1,000 Pokemon in this game. And at this point, I think I'm one of them. You know? Like, I'm pretty happy that there are 400 Pokes in this game, because it means that I can be done in a reasonable amount of time. Like, I want my living decks. But I've spent like 300 to 400 hours in the past working on living decks in previous generations. I don't need to do that again. Now, if you told me we had 1,000 Pokes in this generation and all of them were new, like it was a 100% new generation, I might be interested. Like, you might have my attention if it was 1,000 new Pokes. But when the statement is, you know, and keep in mind, there are a fair amount of new Pokes in this game. I'm not angry about the amount of new Pokemon that we have, in any way. Like, I'm pretty satisfied. Okay. Yeah, I'm satisfied with the amount of Pokes in this game. But if you told me that it was 1,000 new Pokes, I'd be happy with the number 1,000. If you told me 700 new Pokes, I'd probably be happy with 1,000 Pokemon in the Pokedex. But if we're looking at the numbers that we are, which is, you know, whatever it is, 150, 200 Pokes, or whatever it is, I forget how many are actually new. But if you're telling me, you know, 150, 200 new Pokes, I don't want to redo 800 that I already have. You know, I have Pokebank on my 3DS right now with a full living dex. I don't need to do it again. You know? There's kind of no point. I can't do anything with them. They're just kind of sitting there, collecting dust. I kind of feel bad for them. I don't need 3 copies of every Pokemon in existence. I love that Steelix just kind of flies around. Okay, where is this Gengar? Gengar. You're not Gengar. You know what I might do? Hold up. Let's throw in a Wishing Piece. Damn it. That's annoying. Hi. I mean, it wasn't a whoops. That I did what I wanted to. That wasn't an accidental Wishing Piece. I was just hoping that putting that there would get me a better chance at a Gengar drop. No. Let's see. I guess... I can go over here. Do I already have that? I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah. Okay, I no longer need you. Go away. Your unimportant, large, and imposing dragon thing. Gengar. Show thy face. I do not need to go lurk. Yeah, let's try throwing a wishing piece into this one. No. I do not need another Sandaconda. Appreciate you, boo. Ack! I'm being attacked. So, I also need to go and do the post-game. I've been putting it off. Because whenever I do the post-game, the game's over. Like, I'll have done all of that. So it's kind of like, you know what? I'm just gonna hold off on this. Why is that all I ever find? Is freaking Corviknights, Drift Blooms. Nope, I still haven't done it yet. I should get around to doing it. Let's try this one. And we find... You suck. Why will you not give me the thing that I want? Oh. That's actually a thing? Musharna. I have a Musharna. I used a Moonstone because I had them. Yeah, I didn't realize that was a thing either. Does it have to be dark for Gengar to come out? Like, does it have to be night? I wouldn't necessarily be surprised. Yeah, Gengar does not want to show. Yeah, unfortunately, just Gengar does not want to be my friend, apparently. I've been looking for him. Haven't found him. Oh, hello. You know what? Only because I think it's Gigantamax. Nope. It's just big. I could have sworn that large beam meant Gigantamax. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. It's not Gigantamax, it's just Dynamaxed. At least as far as I'm aware. Gigantamax means an actual, like... There's a change to it. Maybe. Why would you use Electro Ball? Why does that seem useful to you? Okay, here comes its shield. It's getting desperate. Holy shit. It has a large shield. I'm pretty reasonably sure that Leon's Charmander does evolve into Gigantamax Charizard. Yeah. Just gotta gradually beat this thing down. Kill it! Kill it! Kill it with fire. Kill the witch! I don't think the Charmander itself Dynamaxes, no. But I haven't tried. Like, my team has literally been Inteleon and Corviknight, and, like, nothing else. I didn't bother. Maybe. It also might never evolve. I don't know if I'm going to put the effort in. Like, there's a fair amount of effort I would have to put in on that. To evolve it. I was going to say, I was pretty sure that Beam of Light should not still be there. It's a Shiftry. And hey, we're back over here, and would you look at that, there's nothing useful. Okay. Well. Blah. That's disappointing. You know what? I don't even care. I like that Pokemon, but I don't care. Okay, well, I think lacking anything better to do, we're going to go advance the main storyline. We'll advance the postgame. Because I have a shield-headed douche nozzle that I need to handle. I have nothing else to do. Like, that's the problem. I have reached the point of the game where there is very, like, nothing for me to do anymore. I will say, this next Pokemon has become one of my favorites. I love this thing. Like, Mr. Rhyme is so good. It's highly skilled at tap dancing. It weighs its cane of ice in time with its graceful movements. Yep. Sure, you can use Freeze Dry. You will probably never actually be used in a battle. Welcome back, Jack. Okay. Let's give, I guess, 2 candies to Flambino. Which will evolve it. I kind of wanted to a Flambino playthrough at some point. Because This poke has just amazing evolutions. Its thick and fluffy fur protects it from the cold and enables it to use hotter fire moves. If that's how that works. Let's work on Corsola. I have no idea how this thing evolves.